to advancing knowledge and innovation. Thank you. Please be seated. Empowered educators create empowered learners. Good morning, everyone. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 7-day faculty empowerment program, where we gather to explore the intersection of information, creativity, and innovation. Now I invite Irfan to recite the Quran.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الإنسان ما غرك بربك الكريم الذي خلقك فسواك فعدلك في أي صورة ما شاء ركبك كلا بل تكذبون بالدين وإن عليكم لحافظين كراما كاتبين يعلمون ما تفعلون إن الأبرار لفي نعيم وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين وما أدراك ما يوم الدين ثم ما أدراك ما يوم الدين يوم لا تملك نفس لنفس شيئا نفس لنفس شيئا والأمر يومئذ لله صدق الله العظيم.
I kindly ask all participants to rise for Tamil Taiwandu. Please take your seats as we move forward with the program. With the empowered teachers, we empower generations. like to extend invitations to Dr. S. Uma Maheshwari, Faculty Affairs, Professor and Head, Department of Information Technology, to deliver the welcome address. Please, ma'am.
Very good morning to all of you. On this pleasant and joyful morning, on behalf of the management, correspondent, principal, vice principal, faculty affairs, head of the departments, and faculty members of C. Abdul Hakim College of Engineering and Technology, I wholeheartedly welcome you all for the inauguration of 1 week faculty empowerment program on pedagogy in education and research. First of all, I would like to thank our management and correspondent sir for giving me an opportunity to organize this 1 week faculty empowerment program by Faculty Affairs for our faculties to enhance the knowledge and demonstrate their skills in teaching and learning. And it's my privilege to welcome our honorable esteemed correspondent, Janabi Muhammad Rizwanullah Sahib, for addressing the gathering by his enlightening speech today. Welcome you, sir. I am so much delighted to give a warm and special welcome to our chief guest and eminent speaker, Dr. M. Shirin Banu, Professor and Head of the Department of Information Technology in RMK Engineering College, Chennai, to preside over the function and to deliver the session on innovation in teaching and technology integration in classroom. Welcome you, ma'am. Also, I extend a warm welcome to respected Principal Dr. M. Sasikumar, who has given constant support and guidance in organizing this event. I would like to welcome Dynamic Vice Principal Dr. Muhammad Musafir Hussain, who motivated and encouraged us for the successful beginning of this program. Welcome you, sir. It's my pleasure to welcome all the head of departments who equally contributed and shown their efforts for making this event as a memorable one. Welcome you all. On this occasion, I am extremely happy to welcome all the internal and external participants who have shown their interest in updating the knowledge. Now, it's time for us to start this mythical program. We look forward to a productive and enriching experience. Once again, I wholeheartedly welcome you all for this program. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. It is my pleasure to announce that we have our esteemed correspondent, Janab B. Muhammad Rizwanullah Sahib, with us today. We are very much honored to have you here to share your thoughts and insight with us, sir. Please join me in welcoming our correspondent, Janab B. Muhammad Rizwanullah Sahib, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to be amongst you, a galaxy of scholars, researchers, educators, and whatnot, on this occasion wherein you all come together for an empowerment program, faculty development program, which is absolutely necessary. And I'm really glad that we have a very highly experienced resource person, actually from RMK College. She has gone into our college, she has visited our college 3-4 months back, and I'm sure many of you would have met her in person. And she will be taking you to a journey of the latest pedagogy in teaching and various things, coming from a very reputed college and from one of the finest colleges in Tamil Nadu. I'm sure her insight, her advice is going to be really useful, and I suggest that all of you sincerely pay attention, because there is no end to learning. If somebody feels that they have already learned enough, or they are supreme in whatever they have learned, from that point of time, their knowledge ends and ignorance starts. From that point of time, you become ignorant because knowledge never ends. Even until you go to, until somebody is dead, somebody learns a new thing. This recalls, that we are able to recall. I think many of you from Mail Visharam should be knowing there was, even his photo was circulating in WhatsApp yesterday, day before yesterday. One Mr. Niyamatullah, he was a science teacher, many of you should recall, students from Mail Visharam. He was a BT grade teacher, meaning teaching up to 10th standard. Highly experienced teacher with more than 33 years of experience. And in a couple of months, he was about to retire. And you know, all of you know that with changing times, the syllabus changes, new things come in. And I think in that syllabus, there were a few new things which were added, and maybe he was not well versed in that topic. He was about to retire in a few months, and he goes to a very junior teacher who is a postgraduate and who is recently joined and who is well aware of that new syllabus. He has absolutely no hesitation. He is not shy. He goes to that teacher and says, "This is a new syllabus which was not there during our days. Can you just guide me as to what it is?" At the verge of retirement, he was not shy. You are all very young, many more years to retire. At this point of time, supposing any of you feel that you are knowledgeable enough and that you don't need to seek knowledge from others or don't need to seek advice from others, then your ignorance starts from there. So knowledge never ends. Knowledge is an ocean. You have to keep striving. And today, as I told, I don't know how many of you were there in the graduation day. The world is fast evolving, not like those years. It's very fast evolving. What happens today? That technology, you can even look at the AI. What happened after that deep seek? The entire economic world is in a turmoil, right? Many of them say what was developed at billions of dollars has been developed at billions of dollars. That is how the world is evolving, and you need to keep updated yourself. You need to be apprised of what is happening in the world. This again, I'll just take a few minutes and then finish. Our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, there's a hadith is a quote. He says, in case you have to travel to China to seek knowledge, then travel. Don't hesitate, travel to China to seek knowledge. This might sound a little very trivial or not so significant today because you might feel, okay, what is the problem in traveling to China? You just need a 3 hours or 4 hours of flight to go to China, maybe get a stay in some good hotels and then seek knowledge. But what Prophet Muhammad said was in 1400 years back, 1400 years back, when the literal mode of travel was just horse riding, camel riding, and maybe some low quality ships. Boats, I would rather say boats rather than ships. And he says, the emphasis you should understand, and when he says, travel to China from Saudi Arabia, I don't know what would be the distance from Saudi Arabia to China, and whether it is all land or whether it involves sea. I have not done my homework on that. But he says you travel all the way to China 1400 years back, going through the trouble of traveling through a camel or a horse or a sea, and then you are not going to get a 5-star accommodation there. You are going to stay in some kind of a hut or something like that. You do this travel just to seek knowledge, and by this you will understand the importance of knowledge. And knowledge never ends. It will keep on. You need to keep on improve yourself. Until then, you will be otherwise outdated. You will be back in the race. You will not be able to go ahead in the race. So we have a 1-week program. I thank the faculty members who suggested this kind of a program. And when Mr. Muzaffar and principal suggested that we have this kind of a program, I said, please, you call the best resource persons available, don't worry, you call the best resource persons available, and I'm really glad that one of the first suggestions that came to me was your name, and that they wanted you to come here. I'm really glad. I personally welcome you also. Inshallah, going forward, we'll be receiving many more inputs. We are going to have a principal of RMK College, Mr. Junaid, with whom I'm appointed and under whom she works. He will also be visiting us during the course of the month, and you will all be really enlightened by the wisdom of these people. I wish you all the best for the ensuing 1 week. It's quite a long time, and I hope nobody develops a fatigue, because every day is going to be an interesting subject, interesting topic, and make the best use of it. These few words I take my seat. Jazakallah. Thank you, and all. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you for starting to address the gathering today. Your leadership and guidance means a lot to us.
It is my privilege to invite our esteemed Vice Principal, Dr. Mohammed Musafir Hussain, to share a few words. Please, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. And very good morning to all of you. Respected Chairman, Dr. S. Ziauddin Ahmad Sahib, Honorable Correspondent Janavri Muhammad Rizwanullah Sahib, our esteemed Chief Guest, the principals, deans, faculty affair coordinators, all the esteemed faculty members, and my dear colleagues. The faculty development program stands as testaments to our collective process of excellence in education. The FDP is designed not only to enrich our individual knowledge, but also to strengthen our institution academic foundation as a whole. The core aim of this program is to provide faculty members with the latest insight into the teaching process, innovative methodologies, and effective pedagogical strategies. We are living in a rapid changing world, and it is essential that we adopt to these changes to ensure that we are provide the best possible education to our students. The FTP will offer us valuable opportunities to explore new techniques and gain knowledge that will enable us to enrich the learning experience for our students. It will focus on key areas such as emerging trends in education, the integration of technology in teaching, fostering critical thinking, and creative, inclusive learning environment. Moreover, the program will provide a platform for us to engage in collaborative discussion, share experiences, and learn from each other. It is through this interaction that we grow as an educator to enhance our teaching methodologies and in turn positively impact the education journey of our students. I believe this FDP will not only empower us to excel in our professional roles, but also further our institution vision to deliver high quality education that prepares students for a rapid evolving world. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to everyone present here today, and I look forward to a fruitful and enriched FDP session. Let's make the most of this opportunity for good, both as educators and as individual commitment to making a lasting difference in the life of our students. Thank you. I wish everyone a productive and inspiring session ahead. Thank you.
I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Vice Principal Dr. Mohammed Musafir Hussain for his insightful address. Thank you for taking the time to share your thoughts and for your continued support. Now, I would like to invite Mrs. Banu, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, to
It is a great honor to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Dr. M. Shirin Banu. Dr. M. Shirin Banu is the Professor and Head, Department of Information Technology, RMK Engineering College, Autonomous. She received the Bachelor of Engineering degree in Computer Science and Engineering from Madurai Kamaraj University in 1994 and the Master of Technology degree in Computer and Information Technology from Manoormaniyan Sundaram University in 2007 and the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Computer Science from Mother Teresa Women's University in 2012. She has 28 years of teaching experience. She has been engaged in research on machine learning, data analytics, and data science. She is a member of ACM, ISTE, and IEI. She has organized various national and international conferences, seminars, workshops, and faculty development programs. We are truly honored to have Dr. Shirin Banu ma'am with us. Your presence adds great value to this occasion and we eagerly look forward to your inspiring words. On behalf of everyone here, I extend a heartfelt welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Bhavna. Now, I kindly request the correspondent to felicitate our chief guest, Dr. M. Shirin Banu, Professor and Head, Department of Information Technology, RMK Engineering College. Sir. Thank you, sir. I now hand over the session to Dr. M. Shirin Banu. We look forward to your valuable insights and words of wisdom as we kick off day one session of Faculty Empowerment Program.
correspondent sir, principal sir, vice principal, heads of the department, and my dear faculty members, warm welcome and happy morning to one and all present here. I take an immense pleasure and thank the management of Inaugural College of Engineering and Technology for inviting me for this 6 days of a faculty empowerment program, and they have been given an opportunity for me to deliver this session for the day one. I'm really much delightful to do that because I want to share the knowledge whatever I have gained for the past 28 years. Right, as mentioned by your correspondent sir, we have to keep on learning, be a lifelong learner, and as a teacher, we have the role of a facilitator. right? So it's our duty to make the students transform the lives of the students whomsoever have been taken as our students under our control. We have to make sure that they are giving our best, right? And teaching profession is a very noble profession, similar to doctor, right? So we are here to transform the entire career of the new generation of students, right? And especially when you take engineering education, it's all about the new emerging technology that comes to the market, right? When Sir was speaking about the deep sea, that money that it was started only in the year 2022, right? See the level of the growth, what it happened in the year 2025, it has gone to a very huge revenue, and especially it has also been a competitor for ChatGPT too, right? So that kind of knowledge transformation that we need to see for our students, right? And I'm so happy that I've been given this topic, innovation in teaching and your technology integration in the classroom, right? So why this topic? What is the need of the art today? What do you want to say? Are we doing justice with the traditional method of teaching with chalk and board? What do you do, right? Whether the new generation of kids are very comfortable with that chalk and board of teaching, or you ask yourself one particular question: are you able to have the students control, or are you able to make them listen to your class for more than 10 to 15 minutes? No. Especially this generation of students, they will have lot of ambitions, right, and lot of thought process in their mind, and they will also have lot of imagination of their future. And are we doing the right justice to them in order to ensure that each and every 50 minutes or 45 minutes of your class is being very informative and they are being taking it to the next level, right? Every day when they come to the class, there should be some takeaway for them, right? In that case, are we doing justice to them, right? So that point you have to think, and whenever you go to your class for each and every hour, imagine that you are a new faculty, right, entering into the class for the first time. When the faculty is imagining to this level, then that is the learning curve, right? Then you have an exponential growth as a teacher, right? We as a teacher, we have to be a role model for each and every one of our core colleagues, the faculty members that are working along with us. At the same time, we should be a role model to our students as well. The way we behave, the way we inculcate the knowledge to them, and the way we educate them, motivate them, right? Everything, it has to enter into their minds that we are the role model in their lives, right? I think many of you would have experienced this when your alumni are passing out of the institution and when they come and tell you that, ma'am or sir, because of you, I'm now in such a position, right? I'm able to achieve this, right? Because of your guidance, because of you mentored me in such a way, I'm able to achieve this, right? That kind of a thing when a student is coming and tell you after graduation, that is where the real success is. That is what the real outcome, what the education field is expecting. Everybody should come and treat you in such a way that the growth of their career is because of you, is because of your mentoring, is because of you that have made some kind of a transformation in their life, right? That is more important, right? So we'll have the first agenda. I'll walk you through the agenda what I'm going to present you now, right? I think towards the end of the day, you will have an input towards my session on what kind of technology that you can adopt during your class sessions, right? What is the need now, why artificial intelligence is in the move, right? And what kind of the concepts that you can lively show the students with various teaching methods and the tools what you can integrate, right? And at the same time, you should also have some kind of a learning within you, right? So make sure that you are grasping all the inputs, and at the end of the day, you can also interact with me so that I can clarify all your doubts, right? Let me walk you through the agenda. we'll wait for a couple of minutes. Move on to the next slide. Let me walk you through the agenda, what I'm going to discuss with you today. Right? So, first will be the introduction, then what is innovative teaching, why do you want to evolve from the teaching, wherein you're meeting out the Industry 4.0 standards and integrating the technology into your teaching as well. What are the key approaches to innovative teaching? What kind of technology that you can integrate into your classroom? And tools for engineering education. I've taken quite a number of samples that you can also inform your students to follow it during the class sessions or after reaching home. And similarly, the blended learning models. I've also shared some list of blended innovative teaching methods where it comes around 5 pages. You can also take a print on that. And you can have taken one particular sample for computer science subjects. So those things you can also correlate with your own department subjects as well. And what are the active learning strategies that we can adopt inside the classroom or even offline? And when you adopt all these changes within your innovative teaching methodology, what kind of measuring impact that you can do? Whether these measuring impact will lead to success or not, right? That is it. And you'll also understand what kind of challenges and solutions that you come across when you want to develop these things, right? There will be a lot of challenges within each and every one of you, right? What are those challenges? How those challenges can be overcome by means of solutions? And what is the future trend in incorporating such a kind of a change in your teaching methodology? So future trends in teaching as well in technology. Finally, we have embrace the future of education, right? Taking it forward, right, around 2030 plus 2035 or 2040. What will be the scenario of education, especially the engineering education? Finally, I'll conclude with a Q&A as well. I also have a quiz program for the end of the day, right? So, next slide. So, when you talk about why innovate teaching, as I mentioned to you, one thing is we are evolving around this 21st century. So, what is the role of educator? Right? I'm a teacher, I'm an educator. What am I going to do with this new generation of students? Right? One thing is it, right? Building thinking, right? Are we preparing the students for Industry 4.0 in the sense? Are you educating them in the domain specific training? Right? For example, if it is like mechanical engineering, right? You have a lot of technological integration into your mechanical engineering, right? With recent advancements in robotics or in your automotive sector, or you can even have product life cycle management. So a lot of technology is being upgraded with respect to each and every one of us, right? If you take computer science, you have cloud, big data, artificial intelligence, AR, VR, right? So are we preparing the students to undergo these kind of domain-specific training and make them ready for the job, right? So that's the second one. And the third one will be the challenges that are faced with the traditional teaching methods. As I told you, the chalk and board method, right, it is not going to work out anymore. It doesn't mean that we are completely going to eradicate, but with that, what kind of innovation that we are going to do inside our class, right? And finally, what will be the benefits of such a kind of innovation in your teaching, right? Are you providing any kind of a critical thinking among the students? Whether students are able to think themselves and they are able to give some kind of an insight out of your teaching. That is very important. Right? So I have given a lot of things under this point, why innovative teaching. First, let us take the role of educator in this 21st century. Right? First one is teachers. We as a teacher, we are no longer as a teacher alone. Right? As I told you, we are the role model and we are going to facilitate the student. We are facilitator. They have to understand that. Right? As you are a facilitator, you have to give a lot of inputs to the students for a 1 hour period or a 1 period of your particular subject. You have to act as a facilitator, right? That is one major important thing. And shift from your rote learning to your student-centric learning, or we call it as an interactive learning. Earlier days, when it was traditional learning methodology, it was teacher-centric. Right? Teacher will have a complete control over the class. Right? You have to listen to me whatever I say. Right? Now, don't make the students to feel like that. The learning and the teaching should be completely student-centric. Right? Rote learning has gone. It should be more interactive within your classroom. Right? And educators must adopt to the recent technological advancements. I will tell you a lot of things how to adapt all those technology into your classroom. So this is the role of a teacher or an educator in the 21st century. Right? Coming to the second one, as I told, we need to prepare the students for the industry 4.0. Industry is evolving in the speed of exponential growth. Are we preparing the students to that extent? Right? Imagine the impact of artificial intelligence in all the industries. Whether our students are equipped with that kind of AI knowledge when they go out. Right? The fundamental core knowledge is necessary, is in need, because as engineering graduate, they need to undergo the core fundamental subjects in the classroom or in the curriculum. But beyond that, are you making the students to learn the upgraded or learn the technological advancements that is happening in the industry across, right? And you are affiliated to another university, so you cannot change your curriculum. We are autonomous, so what we do is each and every semester we upgrade our syllabus, right? Nearly around 42% of our syllabus is completely designed by industry. We tell the industry whatever is happening in the industry currently, you give those subjects to the students, right? The core subjects we didn't compromise at all. We also have Java, data structures, algorithms, PVMs, right, networks, computer architecture, operating systems, everything. We didn't compromise with the core courses, right? But on top of it, electives, we have completely taken a lead with the electives to have verticals, right? We have 7 verticals of electives, where we have one for artificial intelligence, data science, cybersecurity, full stack, media processing, fintech, Web3, quantum computing, entrepreneurship and innovation. Right? It's like even quantum computing, we have a syllabus which is on par with the standard of the MIT and Stanford. So that is what the need today. Right? When you go through, you can even have a look on the syllabus and the courses, the curriculum is available in Green Information Technology of RMT Engineering College. It's a plethora of courses. Even the core courses, we also have the artificial intelligence and machine learning course. We do also have blockchain. Right? All the current trending technology that is in the market, we have each and every course in our curriculum. Right? So that's what I told. We have the freedom to change our curriculum. we have the freedom of changing our curriculum, right? So we do have a lot of upgradations in the curriculum, and after getting the approval from the Board of Studies, we ensure that our curriculum and syllabus are on par with industry standards, right? What you can do as an affiliated institution, you can roll out the value addition courses to the students during the summer and winter vacations, right? So preparing the students for Industry 4.0, it could be either artificial intelligence or automation, big data, Internet of Things, whatever the domain you feel with respect to your own discipline, you can make the students, they are gaining the knowledge, right? At the same time, you also equip the students with the digital skills. Faculty and students should have the digital literacy. They should know what kind of digital technology that they can learn within the 4 years course of time, right? And make sure that you are imparting the critical thinking as well problem solving skills among the students, right? I'm underlining these two words because it's very important. Critical thinking and problem solving ability is very important in industry now. Make sure that you're giving the students. That's what you're preparing them for the Industry 4.0, right? At the same time, you develop the modern teaching techniques and also ensure that the students are making a convenient among your teaching methodology, right? So whatever the job that you feel that currently in existence may not be there in quite long time, after 5 years or after 10 years. We even doesn't know what kind of job will be there in existence, what will get obsolete, right? But we have to prepare our students to make sure that they have to adopt to this changing environment, right? Which happens every day, we learn new things, right? So make sure you are preparing the students for Industry 4.0. At the same time, what are the challenges that you will face with the traditional teaching methodology, right? If it is only a kind of every student is learning with your teaching methodology, right? If it is a one kind of teaching, monotonous teaching, right? Students will not have an out-of-box thinking, right? So make sure that you are not following only the traditional teaching, which may not fit in for all the students, right? Nowadays, the learning and the teaching has gone for a personalized learning system, right? There are a lot of tools available which ensures that each and every student, for each and every student, you can personalize the learning methodology, right? Which will fit for different students. You cannot say that a class of 60 will have a kind of an equal IQ level, right? You as a teacher, you go and deliver your lecture, right? You imagine that all the 60 students have understood your class, you need some exercises, you can come. No, that kind of thought process will not work up and running down the line now, because we need to understand what is the need of the individual student. How you can transform your teaching so that it is reaching the individual student. We call it to be personalized teaching methodology or personalized learning. Right? The lack of engagement, right? And lack of engagement and limited real-time applications will be there in your traditional teaching. Lack of engagement in the sense that you will not have a kind of an interactive session when you have only chalk and board method. Right? You will teach on the board, they will take notes, right? You will finish it off as I mentioned, you will give some homeworks, they go off, another teacher will come. This kind of a traditional methodology will be very difficult going forward, right? You will have the lack of engagement of students inside your classroom. There should be a lot of interaction within your class, right? And there will also be, you will not have much concentration to have a real world application solutions. You should give some kind of assignments which is taking into consideration the real world problems. Ask them to solve the real world problem solutions. Right? You can even take the problems that has been given in Smart India Hackathon. Right? Or some other problems that's even been available in a lot of companies where they give it as a white papers or business case studies. Right? So give those case studies or real life problems and ask them to solve it. But under traditional methodology of your teaching, there will be a limitation for your real-time applications, right? So don't do that. And similarly, the traditional teaching is, suppose one student is very good programming, are you giving that student to come and tell about that particular concept and what kind of application that student have developed for that concept as well, right? This is what the interaction happens. But when you consider the traditional teaching methodology, it is completely teacher-centric. We have to evolve to student-centric methodology, right? And finally, the benefits of your innovation in teaching, right? It will enhance your engagement, as I mentioned, you improvise the critical thinking among the students, and you also make them to do some kind of creativity, right? And you can also ensure that you're reaching out the learning outcomes. I'll tell you what is this learning outcomes as well. And you can also have some kind of a collaborative learning, right? So whenever you go and teach a particular subject, you should ensure that what the student have understood in that topic, what you have taught in that class, right? Whether the outcome of the particular topic is being understood very clearly. And at the beginning of each and every semester, you spend the 1 hour of period to making sure that what is that subject is all about, right? You tell them in detail the syllabus line by line from unit 1 to unit 5, what it is, right? And tell them what are the course objectives you have. And also tell them upon completion of this particular course, what will be the outcome. What are the major outcomes that you are going to gain? What are the reference materials? Right? What kind of teaching methodology that you are going to adopt so that the students will have much more interest to sit in your classroom. Right? And give a space for them to have a kind of a collaborative learning. Right? Where they can also have a kind of a peer learning. Somebody joins with a team, right? They discuss some points together. They ask permission from you and they say that they come and present as a team, right? Give a space for the students for a collaborative learning. This instills the creativity among the students, right? You are giving an open-minded forum for them to enhance their learning skills, right? At the same time, you as an educator, you are benefiting yourself that you are reaching out the learning outcomes, right? So major benefit here is you are engaging your class in a more interactive way, right? You are providing the students with a lot of critical thinking concepts as well as creativity, right? You are asking them to solve real world problems, which is improvising their creativity, right? And at the same time, you are making the students to have a collaborative kind of a learning. Completely, you understand that it is a student-centric learning. It is not a teacher-centric one. Right? These are the main reasons why we want to go into teaching which is more innovative. Right? I'll have a pause over here. Madam told that I want to go for a tea break. So I'll continue the session after this, right?
Dear participants, would you like to ask any queries? The session was highly informative. We are excited to take a short break. Join us for a refreshing tea break where you can relax, mingle and recharge. Looking forward to see everyone back at 11:45.